Squirt, squirt. Sauce. Squirt, squirt. Sauce. Wake up, grab your phone. Good vibes everywhere. Ryder's got big muscles. Lisa's got the hair. You never know what they're gonna say, but there's a 45% chance you might like it anyway. It's the sauce, they're spilling it live for you. It's the sauce with your favorite morning crew. It's the sauce, 2 hours will fly by. They don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna try. It's the sauce.
Hello, I'm Lily and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa. And who the fuck is Madeline?
Hi, I'm Birdie, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Hey, I'm Megan and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa.
Welcome to the Sports Interaction Studio. I don't know what was going on today with our saucers.
I think they were drinking.
A little bit of drinking.
I like the hiccup. Anyway.
If you're ever interested in leaving one of those and being featured on the show, just reach out.
Well, we're actually doing a giveaway with it at the moment. So if you
Perfect.
it's so easy. You just go to speakpipe.com/Ryder and Lisa and you say, I'm blank, listening from blank, and I'm on the sauce with Ryder and Lisa. And everyone that does that over the next 24 hours, you're going to be entered to pick up some swag. Check it out.
Ta-da.
Check it out. Some people just love collecting mugs too.
Yeah.
It's their thing. So just trying to motivate you to be a part of the show, be a saucer, get in on it. Speakpipe.com/Ryder and Lisa.
You also asked yesterday for people to hit us up with weird date stories. So that's coming up a little later with a segment called Weird Date Wednesday that we have going on.
Weird Date Wednesday. I wanted to take a moment to just say hello to everyone in the chat. We got Justin, we got Tanya, Leafs Lady, Devin, Casey is checked in, Jess is here. We've got Mandy, Sewer, Northside Norm, Anna, Doug. Thank you so much for joining us this early on the show.
Yes. I figured something interesting out last night.
What's that?
Do I sound a little sexy today? Or
You
do
sound like you went to Winnipeg and you were in a super spreader. You were at a super spreader event. If I could be perfectly honest with you right now.
Well, I was standing out in the cold at the Grey Cup for 3 hours.
You have a little bit of a cold today, I think. We can all hear it. You're going to be clearing your throat. Let's just own it.
Okay, but I also sound a little bit sexy, don't I?
Yes, of course.
It's the old Phoebe Buffet thing.
Yeah, the smelly cat.
Smelly cat.
Well, let's hear your rendition.
Smelly cat. Smelly cat.
What are they feeding you?
Yeah, I don't know the
Smelly
song.
cat. Come
Well,
on.
what? I know a little bit of it.
Anyway, Ryder had a little Neo-Citrin cocktail last night, and tell us a little bit about that, Ryder, as somebody who doesn't even have regular strength Advil ever.
Yeah, I avoid medicine as much as I can, but had a little Neo-Citrin last night, and I figured a neat system out because the house was warm, and the Neo-Citrin was really hot, and then the covers were warm in bed, so I was sweating, and so I cracked the window, and that snowstorm, almost freezing rain, wind was coming in. I bet I was laying in bed steaming.
Ew.
That's how hot. Because I think Neo-Citrin brings up your body temperature, doesn't it?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what it does. I know that the emergency packets that you can buy,
Yeah.
those are like a...
What am I supposed to do?
I'm shutting the show down if it's going to be that frequent.
Well, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Me neither. Maybe leave just for a little bit.
No problem.
No, don't go. But the emergency, they just release toxins from your body. So you're just constantly sweating after you drink them.
My mom thought they were just good forms of vitamin C, which they are.
They are. It's the same amount of, what does it say on the package? It's if
212 oranges or something.
something crazy like that.
So she was just dummying them constantly. And then I think she was getting crazy heartburn, or I don't know what exactly was going on with her. But she ended up having to cut out drinking the, what are they called? Emergencies on a regular basis.
I think
the name should have tipped her off.
Yeah, but here's the thing is I feel like a lot of people have a story about a drink that or something that they were consuming a lot of that they thought was super healthy. And it ended up kind of screwing them over. So that's a prime example right there. Having too much emergency, and then it's detoxing your body so much that you're unwell.
Wasn't your dad getting like heart palpitations
Yeah.
from how much Gatorade he was
So
drinking?
my dad's the type of person that when he's into something, like he'll fixate on it. So for a stretch, he was really into baking sourdough bread. For a while, he was carving animals out of wood, and he's really good at it, by the way. Everything he does, he's amazing at.
Yeah.
But then he got into this phase where he was really into Gatorade. So he stopped drinking water completely, and he's like, Gatorade is hydrating me because that's what it's made for. And he was drinking so much Gatorade that he thought he was having a heart attack, and he went to the hospital. And that's actually a thing. And the nurses at the hospital said, this is so common that men will come in thinking they're having a heart attack when in reality, they have acid reflux.
Interesting.
And that's what it was from. It was from so much Gatorade, he had acid reflux. Weird, right?
Why doesn't that happen to women?
I don't know. It's like a more common thing with men.
They just like Gatorade more, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't see women drinking a lot of Gatorades, to be perfectly honest, now that I think about it.
But who else remembers the iconic... Reece, you might be too young for this, but there used to be really good Gatorade commercials where it would be professional athletes and they'd be sweating, but it would be the color of the Gatorade. Like you'd have these professional runners in the commercials. Pretty sure there was a Michael Jordan one at one point.
Yeah.
Sweating out orange drops or blue drops, whatever flavor they were promoting at the time. Those commercials made me want a Gatorade so bad.
Really? They kind of grossed me out.
Oh, I loved them.
I'm like, there's that sweat I want to drink, you know?
Other commercials that made me want the product so bad. Pizza Pops. Specifically the commercial where the teenage boy gets home from school, puts it in the microwave, and then it explodes. And then he's covered in cheese and meat and sauce. And it like kind of drips off his face and then he like licks it. Do you remember those commercials?
I do.
Those were really good advertisements.
So you just like seeing the food and beverages that you want slathered on the skin of people.
I guess so.
It's a little bit strange.
That is weird.
That those are the two that you're like, give me some of that right now.
Every day is a learning experience where I'm figuring things out about myself. And that's okay. Yeah, I like food on people, I guess. Anyway, moving on.
Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Next time people see me, it's going to be at one of those events where it's just naked women with sushi on them. Oh, how surprising that Lisa's here.
Front row.
Exactly. We have some really awesome guests on the show today.
We do. A
including
world champion.
World champion.
Don't say anything more than that.
Really?
Yeah, I think
That's
it's
it?
cool. We genuinely have somebody who was just crowned world champion.
Best in the world in a certain category. So we're going to get into that around 8:30. Then we're continuing our tour of meeting the staff here at Oilersnation, including Brett Holden today, who's a Dodgers fan. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, do we
But
want
that
to
doesn't
talk
mean
to him about it?
we're not going to
don't.
I don't think we should bring it up. Let's
No.
not bring it up once.
Yeah.
That's kind of a power move.
He'll probably wear his jersey in too
Of
because
course
he wears
will.
it a lot.
He wears it every day. I'm like, not again. Yeah, I think that we should make it a thing where we don't bring the Dodgers up. And do you think that'll upset him? That's okay. We're upset. We're more upset. The Blue Jays lost.
I should have worn my Blue Jays
You
gear
should have.
today.
Anyway, we're going to have some fun with him on the show as well. What else do we have coming up on the show today?
Well, we should introduce Reece.
Let's get Reece
the
on the
fan
screen.
favorite.
Everyone's fave.
Hello, Reece. Do I sound as sick as I feel in my head?
Does he look as sweaty as he feels?
No, I think you sound good. It adds a little bit of extra tone.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I like it.
Tell us about your evening. You're in a beer league team?
Yeah, just a bunch of guys I played hockey with forever. We're all on a team together. Big win last night.
Big dub. What was
Yeah,
the
it's
final
whatever.
score?
4-3. I think
Okay.
they like tied it up with like 30 seconds to go, and then we scored again. So
You never know
thank
with
God.
beer league. It can be 4-3. It could be 1-0. It could be 17-6. Like there's just no telling. I think it's fairly dependent on the level of capability by the goalie, because sometimes you'll get guys in that are just like wearing magazines on their shins.
Yeah, they got a bike helmet on.
right.
Does anyone on your beer league team take it too seriously, Reece?
No, I think we have like a decent group of guys that play hockey together. And so like last year there was a couple guys that got upset at certain points just when we like were drinking too many beers before the games and stuff. So I think everybody's kind of locked in a little bit more. Stick to like one beer before the game. And then,
Fair enough.
But yeah, everybody just goes out, has a fun time. It's pretty chill.
That's good.
You ever fought in beer league?
No, there's some guys in our league that take it super seriously, but it's pretty dramatic.
Yeah,
It's pretty easy to be like, okay, guys, it's Thursday at 10:15. Like, do we really need to be doing this?
Also, yeah, you work in the morning.
Exactly,
You've got
yeah.
kids at home. Like, you don't want to be fighting.
How come you're not in a beer league team You're not playing hockey this year?
No, I decided like the main reason I wanted to be on a hockey team was for the fitness. Like, to go and get a good sweat on, get a workout in, doing something I enjoy. But then I started hurting myself so often at hockey that it would stop me from doing any other form of fitness. Like, I'd screw up my neck, and for a month I wouldn't be able to go to the gym.
And at the beer league game, you would drink 17 beers. So really, it was canceling out the fitness aspect of it to begin with.
There was a couple games there where,
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I just decided if I'm actually going to be doing less fitness because of this sport, I
Right.
should probably give up this sport for a bit. I don't know. I was also playing in a division that was a little bit too good for me, and I hate that. Like, it's way more fun playing against people that suck, and you can just dangle them. But I was
feel
the
like
guy,
a real hero.
I was the guy that sucked on our team, so
that's not fun.
that's why I got out of it. Is everything okay?
Yeah, why?
Well, you're giving me this weird look. Like,
I'm just living.
no, there's something going on.
No, okay, so what I was going to say, I don't remember. So that's why I looked like I had something I thought was intelligent to say about your beer league game. And then I went, what was I going to say again? What happened to my face? Did I start doing this?
Well, it was more like,
Sorry.
I thought I did something wrong for a second.
No, absolutely not. I think you're
Okay.
crushing it.
Do you? Are you mad that I went to the Grey Cup and came back with a weird voice?
No.
A little bit? I'm mad at myself.
Why?
Well, I stood out in the cold for too long, but there was no other options.
You didn't even bring long johns.
I did.
Did you wear them?
I was wearing long
All
johns,
right.
yeah.
You're forgiven.
Thank you.
Everything's fine. We did a viral challenge with the office here at Oilersnation yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. So I think we're going to take a moment. If you didn't see it, if you're not following along Oilers Nation, what are you waiting for? So much great sports content on there and stuff around the office here as well.
This is the first one, too, that you had to ask permission on, right?
So I had to reach out to Bag Milk and say, approved or not approved? And he said, as long as you write in the caption that this is a viral trend and you didn't just come up with it, Lisa, I think we'll be okay. So we're going to show you a little fun that we had around the office yesterday.
Talking around the office today about things that we've put up our butt. I'll go first. Nothing.
Tape, gloves, the ball of used tape that you keep when you're a kid, wax, helmet. I don't know. I think that's the unique stuff.
Smelly Jock, hairspray, oddly enough, full beers, empty beers, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
One of those massage guns, an old Esatikin and hockey card, a jersey from the 60s.
My shoulder pads, my skates, my skate blades.
Nothing crazy, just very dirty shin pads.
That's it.
Yeah, probably. I don't want to have a lot in there. My dad gets mad at me if I leave it in there for too long.
Skates, helmet, deodorant, water bottle.
We're gonna go with lace tightener. I've got a roll of Pride tape in there. And what else do I have? I've got an extra set of gloves.
Such a fun challenge. A lot of people are doing it with their husband, and they'll switch it up. They'll say, all right, let's go through this stuff that my husband and I put up our butt. I'll go first. Nothing. And then they go to the husband, and you could tell the actual question was, what's all in your toolkit?
Yeah, or like, what do you carry in your golf bag? And the answers are hilarious.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had to get in on that. Too much fun.
I do like the trend thing, because think of how many funny videos from the past that could have turned into trends that you remember for a long time, but were just a one-off.
Right.
I do feel bad that, like, it's, I guess, continued like the culture of stealing other people's content.
I think we got over that though. There was a stretch where people were getting so fired up when someone else did the same video as them.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, this is a trend. Let's get in on it and see if we can one up or like do it in our own creative way.
Sure.
And it kind of builds this community because as soon as I see a funny trend, I'm like, oh, I want to see more of these. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Mm-hmm. And there are those moments where you're, okay, we're going to film this. And you're seeing it a lot in like corporate offices too.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting zany. They're getting in there. They're getting their social media team up in the faces of people that don't ever want to be on camera. But I feel like that's the stuff that I want to see. It's funny to me.
Have you seen the one where they get all the staff members with the boss in the room and they go around doing the sharing, like we listen and we don't judge? But then all the staff members start admitting things that are like way too far.
And then it just shows like slow zoom of the boss.
The boss is so uncomfortable. Like the one I saw was about a dentist's office. They're like, sometimes I'll drop tools and I'll just pick them back up real quick. 5-second rule.
Oh, okay.
And the boss is going through it
right
as they're saying these things, especially knowing that it's going to be on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's a good trend, too.
That's awesome. So we have an early start club game tonight. So we're very excited about that. The Oilers, I think puck drops just after 5. So pretty pumped about that as we are trying to get it going. The early start club.
Mm-hmm.
We have some merch being made. So if you're one of those people that you get up early, you like an early start hockey game, we're the show for you, the Saucers. Thank you, everyone, for checking in on the YouTube chat. Make sure you're liking Oilers Nation on YouTube and liking this video. That is gold to us.
That is currency. Speaking of trends, I saw another one the other day that was asking influencers if they'd rather have $100,000 cash or 100,000 followers.
What was the
It was
answer?
surprising how many people were saying 100,000 followers, but then they can use that to make
money.
cash.
Then you can monetize everything.
Not as easily in Canada.
Yeah, but it is important for us here at Oilers Nation for you to be subscribing and liking all the videos that we post. And it takes 2 milliseconds for you to do it, and it just keeps the lights on and makes the boss happy. So
yeah, we got the Washington Capitals tonight for that early start club. I'm not feeling confident with this team right now, but over the years, I've noticed when I'm not feeling confident, sometimes they come out and have a lights out game, and we need one more than ever tonight. So hopefully they can get it done. We've got our first guest just walking into the studio right now.
Yep.
And very excited to have him. This is our first ever world champion guest.
Yep.
That's going to be on the show, which is pretty dang awesome. And our first guest is brought to you by Southview Acura. Family owned and operated on Edmonton's south side, Southview Acura offers a premier selection of new and pre-owned Acuras and more backed by expert service you can trust. Stop by today and discover why at Southview Acura. Luxury meets reality. Russell Bird, welcome to the studio, my friend.
How's it going, guys?
Good. Get that mic right up in there if you can move it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, wait a minute. What does your shirt say? If you're not eating brisket with me, I can only assume you're eating brisket against me.
That's a good one.
That's awesome. So we did not tell anyone
what you were the world champion of.
So this is going to be brand new information for everyone that's watching along in the chat. So
perfect. French kissing.
The best in the world.
The best in the world. Congratulations.
Probably.
You're the king of potatoes right now.
I am indeed the king of potatoes. Yeah, I went down to the World Barbecue Championships, the World Series of Barbecue in Kansas City, and there was 10 categories, and I won the potato category with my team.
That's unbelievable.
The best potato dish in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Because originally when I read the story, you even corrected me on Twitter. I said, sorry, X, formerly known as Twitter. And I said, we're having the world champion of warm potato salad in. And you were like, no, actually, it's just potato, which I'm like, that's even more hardcore.
So what were some of the other like potato dishes you were up against that you were maybe worried about or that scored well?
Well, there was over 400 teams competing.
Holy
it was an
man.
open contest, and it's all double blind, so you don't see what anyone else is doing. And so it's actually really rare. Like, I posted my recipe on my website. Most teams keep their recipes top secret forever, whether they win or lose. They don't share their recipes. I'm not like that. I don't have secrets in barbecue. I think everyone should be able to make world-class barbecue at home.
So tell us about where you work, because this was so exciting to hear that it was a local winner. You own a business, a couple businesses, one particularly in Sherwood Park. Tell us what you own, what you do.
Yeah, so I own a company called You Need a Barbecue, and we're a barbecue retail store in Sherwood Park, and we sell barbecues, sauces, seasonings, accessories, and we teach classes on how to barbecue better, because our mission is to teach people how to make world-class barbecue at their own home.
And you're even going to be teaching people how to make this potato dish that won the world championships.
Yeah, ever since we were on CTV News the other day, we started getting phone calls from people asking us to sell them the potato salad. And
That's what we thought. We were like, I wonder if he's going to bring some. And you're like, he doesn't have any made right now, Lisa. It's not like in a container in the store.
We didn't expect you to get up at 3 a.m. and start with it.
Yeah, like it's a pretty simple recipe. It takes about an hour. But we don't sell potato salad. We're not licensed for that. We teach classes. And so I was like, what if we add the potato salad to one of our classes and we teach people in the class how to make it and serve it to them there? So we've done that for our February class and our May class of next year.
So you drove to Kansas City, 30 hours there, 30 hours back. You and who did you go with?
So I went with my general manager and my father-in-law. And we tore the roof off that place. So
that's so cool.
There was 10 categories. I was the captain of 4 categories, and they each captained 3 categories. And we were fortunate enough to win one of them.
So what other categories were you participating in?
So the main 4 meat categories in barbecue cook-offs is chicken, ribs, pork shoulder, and brisket. And then they had the sides categories this year, which was beans, dessert, potato, vegetable, and I'm struggling with remembering what the last one was.
That's
a lot
fine.
going on
Pretty
right
good,
now, guys.
Did pretty good with rifling those off.
What does it feel like when you hear your name announced as being king of potatoes? Like, is that something that you wear so... Are you telling everyone you run into, or are you quite a humble...
Well, I've always been known as the rib guy. I got second in the World Rib Championships many years ago. And now to be known as the potato guy is a little bit weird.
It's so interesting. You're the king of complex carbohydrates. Congratulations.
Thank
you.
So
what are because you said you're open about your recipe, what makes it so good? What makes your warm potato salad so good? Because if I'm not mistaken, you make it with candied bacon?
Yeah, so what makes it so good is we do start with the best potatoes in the world, which surprisingly are from here in Edmonton. We've got a company here called the Little Potato Company.
Oh, we know that place. They've got that huge spot up in Nisku.
That's right. So we start with their potatoes. So starting with the little potatoes, they've got really thin skins. They're super creamy. They're amazing. And then we cook them in beef broth. So then most people boil their potatoes in water. We boil them in beef broth. And so it's going to get like really silky, beefy texture. And then we add fire roasted corn, candied bacon, and then we put lots and lots of mayonnaise. And butter, but then we torch it at the end. So we light the whole dish on fire, and that causes the mayonnaise to caramelize, and it's absolutely insane.
Okay.
Well, yeah, like one little tip I got when making burgers was instead of buttering your buns and then putting them on the pan, to use mayo instead. And it's a game changer. When you get mayo hot like that, it can stick to the bun real nice. So I'm sure similar for the potatoes.
Yeah, 100%. I got to put a lot of time on my Peloton.
I was going to say,
well, I
because
can't
you're
imagine,
doing mayo and butter.
Do you get to eat some of the other stuff at this thing? Like, do you get to try some of the other...
We're friends with a lot of the other competitors, and so we do walk around and try some other people's dishes, some other world champions, in fact, and it's a lot of fun. You get to, taste things that will blow your mind every time you turn around.
Unbelievable. Well, that's just so awesome that you did it. And it's kind of my favorite out of all the categories to like feel pride in Edmonton, that we're like the potato kings right now.
100%.
It's just such a strange thing to like be the champs of,
Yeah.
but I'm all about it.
Jess wrote in the chat, my mouth is watering. Tanya says, congratulations. Donnie says, this guy's right up this stay-at-home mom's alley. I will most definitely be taking these tips to the kitchen. Haha. Justin said, hey, I missed a bit of this. What is his website? Where can I learn more?
So our website is youneedabbq.com. And I'm sure if you just Google warm potato salad, you'll find me now.
Yeah,
Awesome.
totally. It's going to be the top thing that pops up. You have these classes, though, that people can come in and participate, or are they already booked up because you're a world champion?
So our classes do book up, but we just launched our spring series.
Okay.
And so we've got classes running from February until May up for sale right now. They make a great Christmas gift for someone that has everything. And they're a lot of fun. We do get a liquor license, so we sell, or not, sorry, don't sell. We give away beer, and then you get to eat everything we make during the class. We've got some hands-on classes, and then some more like seminar style where you get to watch us cook. But they're all a lot of fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I
that
love
is awesome. Especially, like you said, if you're buying a gift for somebody
who
if
already
they're-
has everything. Like people want experiences, and this
Yeah.
is something that is so unique. Imagine being able to take that recipe and bring that to someone's house. Maybe you have new in-laws and you want to impress them with the dish. There's something about a warm potato salad people like foam at the mouth for.
Well, it's not that common of a dish. Maybe it's growing in popularity, but like Earl's has one that is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what inspired me to start making it. And yeah, you're right. Every time I make it, people go nuts for it.
It's gone.
Do you think warm potato salad is going to start now that it's the world champ? Do you think it's going to start being something you see more?
I definitely think potato usage around here is going to go up.
Yeah. That's
Agreed.
awesome.
Because I was reading that it's kind of becoming the year of the pickle. And I'm like, maybe potato's going to be pushing the pickles out of the way. Because there's like what's coming to Edmonton
there's a
next spring?
Pickle Fest we're going to talk about a little later
Pickle
on the
Fest.
show.
Like all of the fast food places have these like pickle items at the moment.
Yeah.
Switch it up.
Do I get to take a bit of credit for your unbelievable career at this point?
Whoa. What is happening?
Ryder was part of my origin story. He was a celebrity guest judge at my second ever cook-off back in 2014.
Get out.
And you won it, I think, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I might have had the inside scoop since now we're friends, but I think we were friends after the fact.
Yeah, that's right.
But it was at contest at Taste of Edmonton Festival for
Get out.
Edmonton's best smoky.
And he won Best Smoky too.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you need to pull out your scroll of all of the things that you're the champion of.
Yeah, just start wearing a crown around here. Just
We kind of
made
cheated.
of
We
meat.
used green onion cakes as our bun, and that's like the food of Taste of Edmonton. And so
Right.
it was like a hack to get to the top.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do to get those votes. So did you guys know each other before this Taste of Edmonton thing, or you
No,
met
I think
there?
that's where we would have met.
That's where we met.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then just seeing each other at some other events out and about. And I've been a judge for events that you've put on since.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
It's the
It's
best.
always food.
Yeah, and I
Seems to
always
be.
say yes. Russell just thinks I'm like really big into supporting the community, but turns out I'm just really big into food.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't answer any of the emails about anything else. It's just if it's got food in the title, he's
Yeah.
clicking that.
You
email.
want me to be a judge?
Although there was that one that you were a judge for, and it was the best cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Was that across Canada, or was that just in Edmonton? And then
That was Edmonton Cocktail Week, I think. Yeah.
think of the Hangover, because
Yeah.
that's so many different concoctions being mixed together, lots with sugar.
Well, you probably see this too at these events where if the judges are supposed to kind of take it easy on each thing, so that if they got to try 400 different potato dishes,
Mm-hmm.
for example, you can't have full servings. You
That's
get
right.
one
Yeah,
bite.
they're one bite.
Yeah.
You typically have one bite when you're judging food.
So Edmonton Cocktail Week was supposed to be kind of the same vibe.
Oh, but you were slamming back the whole drink.
But then I just had
Whoops.
the other judges being like, "Did you finish that?" I
Ryder's
was like,
not a spitter.
No. So for you to perfect the perfect one bite to win world champion potato dish, it's got to have everything in it. So what is in each bite to make your potato salad the best? It's got to have a little piece of candied bacon. What else?
The corn, the potato, and then the mayonnaise. It's all got to be there.
Dang,
Unbelievable.
I'm starving.
And what's the spice that's really popular that you put on it?
So our store is called Unita Barbecue, and
Yeah.
our seasoning is called Unita's Seasoning.
Okay.
It comes because my wife's maiden name is Unita.
Ah.
And so when we got married, my last name is Bird. Her last name was Unita. People jokingly said she couldn't hyphenate. She'd be Unita Bird.
Right.
And so when
So
we named our
funny.
barbecue store, we called it Unita Barbecue, but our seasoning is named after her parents and grandparents.
Okay, that's so brilliant and
great
perfect.
storyline,
You're
yeah.
meant to do this.
Yeah. You got a busy day. I know that there's a lot of different media outlets that want to talk to you about this. We just want to say congratulations. We were so pumped when we read it.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate having me on the sauce. This is an exciting move for you guys.
Of
Oh,
course.
thank
And
you,
if you
yeah.
ever create a sauce, like a world champion sauce, bring it on down. We'll keep it on our table. We'll promote the heck out of it for you.
100%.
Okay, so where can people find you? What your website one more time if people want to sign up for one of your classes?
YouNeedABBQ.com.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in, my friend.
We should probably get a picture with him. So
Sure.
we will be right back. Reece, if you don't mind pulling that up.
Hello and welcome back.
Hello.
Here we are.
Guess how many times Ryder cleared his throat while we were away?
752. Feeling better though.
Okay, good.
Needed that.
Yeah, you did.
Good little stretch. Thank you again to Russell for coming in, world champion of the potatoes. You were saying it's a big year for Pickle Fest.
Yeah,
or for pickles.
Pickles are it's the food of the year. You know how we always go through these phases. For a stretch, it was bacon everything, and then it was pizza was the main
everything.
thing.
Fried chicken last year, probably, or 2 years ago, became just like everywhere you looked.
And Nashville chicken, remember? It was like hot honey was kind of a trend for a bit, but now it's all about pickles, which is perfect because wasn't it our first show that you advertised skin pickles?
Yeah,
it's the year of skin pickles.
So that's where you wrap your pickle in ham before putting it in your Caesar. And they look a little bit weird, so that's why we called them skin pickles, but they're a hit.
You should bring that to the competition with Russell next year. You should drive down 30 hours to Kansas City.
Is their best cocktail? Was that one of the options?
I don't know.
Oh, it could just be like best side.
Best side, the skin pickle.
I don't think just wrapping a pickle in ham would qualify me as a world champ.
But just a heads up, coming to Edmonton, October of 2026, there's going to be a full pickle festival for all ages. So if that's something that's up your alley, worth checking out. There's a lot of things that are happening in our community.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I want to dive into this Pickle Fest a little bit more, though.
Sure.
I feel like maybe this city is better prepared for a pickle fest than anywhere else with the amount of canning and jarring that goes on. Like there are so many grandmas pickling anything that they can get their hands on. So like Pickle Fest here, I think is going to be next level.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure our dollar stores are one of the top dollar stores that sell jars. Because people are pickling so much.
Did you just make that stat up?
I sure did.
I liked it.
I actually watched somebody pickle onions in the morning, and they were ready for a salad that night, and they were so good.
Yeah?
It doesn't even take that long.
I believe those are called quick pickles.
The quick pick.
Yeah. So also coming to Edmonton, and this was just announced yesterday morning, the World Juniors for 2027, they call it. That's when the trophy's awarded. So it's next Christmas. Boxing Day, it'll start and run until early January. Edmonton is going to be the primary host, so that likely means getting Team Canada's games and just the bigger playoff games and whatnot. And then I think Red Deer is the secondary city for
That's right, yeah.
It's exciting. I used to love the World Juniors back when the price point was reasonable.
I was just going to say, the top comment that I'm seeing already underneath these posts about how it's coming to Edmonton is, where can I get a ticket for a decent price?
Well, and that's it. They've started treating it like it's a professional sport, which is frustrating because these players aren't getting paid millions of dollars. So it doesn't really make sense that you would have an amateur tournament
with that
you
high,
charge a professional sport price for. So that's what I've always found frustrating, is it kind of jumped. It felt like, I know it grew in popularity, and so supply and demand does make sense, but it felt like it was like $40 a game type tournament 15 years ago.
Yeah, bring your kids, make it a whole experience for them. Now it's like, well, how are we going to even get...
Well, yeah, you've got to buy tickets for the entire tournament. I know that's how it's been in years past. I don't know if maybe they're switching that up a bit this year or whatever, but the price equals out to like $250 a game or something along those lines, and you have to buy. That includes games where you're watching countries that you'd be better off watching some beer league games potentially in Canada. Like if you have two countries that barely squeaked into this tournament,
right,
and you're paying a professional athlete price for it, it just feels like you're getting ripped off. So I used to like travel for the World Juniors to go, and that's a big price point for people too. If you're traveling somewhere else, you got to get hotels over the holidays or accommodations. It became way too expensive for the average person, and that's frustrating. And then you lose a lot of the hype in the stadium as well.
Sarah just wrote in the chat, if you're following along on Oilersnation, make sure you are liking this video on YouTube. It means a lot to us. Sarah said, last time World Juniors were here, my sister volunteered. She got to see a bunch of games for free that way. So I wonder if, because it was just announced, there is still that opportunity to be a volunteer. They're always looking for people to help out.
That's right.
And then maybe you can check out the shows for free, or the games for free.
And I'm sure there are like other ways that you can get in to see some of the games. And it really is an amazing event. That's why I used to enjoy it so much. But it feels like it got a little too expensive.
That's like everything, though.
Yeah, a little bit.
But
That's
what
true,
was the number one tip, Ryder, that you got when you were kind of complaining about the price of taking your kid to Disneyland? What did somebody say to you? Because she had never been and you had never taken her before. What was the quote that made a light turn on and you went, all right, I got to just get this done?
Yeah, I was saying to my friend Jamie, like, I just don't know if it's in the cards this year. I don't know if I can pull this off. And she said, you have to. You'll never look back and regret doing something like that.
Yeah, she's like, it's never going to be just in the cards. You just got to.
You're never going to feel like you have enough money to do certain things.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just got to do it and then pay off the debt or whatever you got to do.
Do what you got to do. The kids have no idea how expensive it is.
There is nothing like a World Juniors final when Canada's in it and the hype in the stadium though. Like,
and it's like so good for the economy too. Like I remember I was working at Hudson's on Bourbon Street, shout out Bourbon for life. And it would be so packed. And the energy, it was so much fun. The atmosphere was great. And it's a good excuse to go out with your buddies that maybe you haven't seen in a while and reserve a table and just eat some nachos, drink some beers and enjoy the sport.
Does it feel like it has as much hype as it used to, Reece? Like, I know when you were younger, it would have had a ton of hype. Does the World Juniors still carry that, like with you and your buddies and stuff? Are you still going out to games?
I still, like, even when, like, because they normally would play their first game Boxing Day. Like, I remember waking up after Christmas being like, oh my gosh, it's World Juniors now. Like, let's go. This is so sick. But now, like, if it's the gold medal game and stuff, like, I think I'll get together with my buddies and we'll all watch it. But I don't know. It definitely doesn't have the same, like, pull. And I mean, coming to Edmonton for the third time in, like, 5 years, that's pretty tough as well for, like, drawing an interest in my opinion. But
I wonder, too, it feels like the NHL has changed into a younger man's sport. You're seeing more dominant 18, 19-year-olds. And these are guys that teams used to allow to go to the World Juniors. So you'd have absolute all-stars on the teams. Or like the next big names would be on the teams. Whereas now NHL teams don't want to give that guy up to go to a tournament. Like, there's just no way. I think Celebrini would probably be eligible. There's no way. Like, Schaefer definitely would be from the Islanders. There's no way they're giving up those players to go and play on the World Juniors. And if they did, that would make it a bit more exciting. But yeah, the pride thing with anytime Team Canada takes the ice is an exciting thing to be a part of, especially getting hyped up with the Olympics coming up. Maybe the World Juniors will just feel like a really good appetizer. Oh, I guess that's next year, though. That's next year.
That's next year. Casey wrote, I used to work at Earl's. We would need extra staff on Boxing Day for the start of the tournament. But then again, that was 20 years ago. So if anyone has an update, if you've like been going and it's a tradition for you and your buddies to go and watch the World Juniors at the bar.
Yeah.
Do you have to reserve a spot still, or are there open tables? Because I remember people coming in, they'd be like decked out in their gear, ready to watch. I'm like, sorry. You can maybe try and squeeze a spot up at the bar, but you're not going to get a stool.
I wonder if that's what the Olympics will be like again. I'm sure. Do you remember when the last time they were overseas? I think they were in Russia in 2014, and the bars were opening at like 5 a.m. to let people. Like, there was a lot of people that partied all night, stayed up, and then went and watched the hockey game somewhere. I remember them like passing out coffees outside of a pub to people that were waiting in line for the bars to open.
Well, here's the problem is apparently Gen Z, they're not drinking a lot. They're not going out a lot.
Right.
Which brings us into our next topic here. We have a segment on the show. We're calling it Gen Z Frenzy. And what we're going to do is kind of break down things that Gen Z are no longer interested in. Maybe they've never been into it. They're giving it up. And we're obviously going to pick producer Reese's brain about this. Because
wow, did you just call him an intern?
I did.
Offensive.
Why is that offensive?
Because he is full time.
I know he is. It just came out. My bad. So we have
He's
a couple.
making more than both of us combined.
I knew it.
Yeah. And rightfully so.
No, so we wanted to just talk about some things that they're trending as far as studies go when it comes to this generation.
Gen Z Frenzy, we're calling it. apparently more and more Gen Zs are afraid to use public bathrooms now.
Reece, can you weigh in on this? We'd love to see you on the screen,
Where
too.
are you at with public bathrooms these days?
I've never been afraid to use a public bathroom. I think it's like, I know a lot of people that are afraid to use one though, and they'll like wait to do their business until they're home and everything.
Yeah, my best friend growing up, we called him Shitter because he refused to use the bathroom at his house. And like I lived a couple kilometers out of town, and I would have to take him on the quad to drive him because we didn't have our licenses yet. We were kids. I'd have to take him on the quad while he'd be bouncing around behind me farting because he had to shit. And
that's why you guys are so close still to this day. You guys have bonded after all these years.
Yeah.
No, I have a girlfriend that's the same, that she would leave school at lunch to go home and use the washroom. So maybe it's not a Gen Z thing. It's just a human thing.
It might just be a thing.
So that's being debunked, I think. We're learning.
Another guy that I hung out with recently said that like he worked at a place for 11 years or something, and he had never used the toilet there because he just hates it. I was like, I've used the work toilet more than my home toilet for 12 years straight.
It's your favorite.
Well, yeah, why not be getting paid to go sit down?
I've heard that is a thing.
Work.
You said for the office that we used to work at, every time Ryder would go and use the washroom just quickly and come back, he'd be like, I think there's somebody that just hangs out in the stall.
Yeah.
They are just there to waste time on...
There was a stretch there where, like, our early mornings, there's maybe only 2 other people working on the floor. Why is there a guy constantly in the stall?
He lives there.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
like the troll under the bridge. It's the guy in the bathroom stall.
So that guy's definitely not Gen Z.
No,
Because
no.
he had no qualms using a public washer.
Okay, next up. And again, we want to hear from you, Reece, if you agree with this, because I do this often when I'm texting in our group chat, in the Sauce group chat.
Yeah.
I will end most sentences with LOL. Does that give you the ick as Gen Z, Reece?
No, I use LOL. I just think it's like, I used to think it was kind of lame to use. But now it's just an easy, funny little, like, if something's funny, but not like LMAO funny, then it's a nice little sneak it in LOL.
Okay. Because I do think that millennials use LOL a lot as like a comfort word. It's not really a word, but you do it to be like, haha, do you mind helping me with this? Lol.
Right.
They put the lol at the end.
Yeah. Or even like if it's an uncomfortable situation and you're sending a text and you use it as like, please don't take this too seriously.
Right.
But still, like when you're using it to get a point across, it's lost its lol. For sure, right?
Next up.
Yeah.
And we're actually going to put Reece to the test with this one.
No, I've got a couple more first.
Oh, perfect. We'll leave that one for last.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gen Z are eating breakfast less than any other generation before them. You with breakfast, you doing that quite a bit?
No, I honestly couldn't even remember the last time that I had breakfast. Like, especially on like a work day, I don't generally get up in the morning and be like, oh, I need to have something to eat. Like for some reason, and my stomach is kind of always like on edge in the morning, it seems. So I'm not a huge breakfast guy for sure.
Well,
all right.
Interesting. The thing about breakfast that always confuses me is how much I can eat when I'm at a restaurant. Like
compared to at home.
Yeah, at home I'm like piece of toast and 1 slice of bacon's fine. At a restaurant I'm like, I need 3 plates full, please.
Keep bringing it. Do you guys want some more bread to start? Yes.
Gen Z are moving away from fast fashion more than ever before now, too. I mean, fast fashion's fairly new. It got pretty hot there for a few years, but it sounds like vintage shops are getting more and more popular with Gen Z, which is great.
Secondhand stores. Reece?
Is fast fashion just like
your Temus and your
Shein.
Etsy's?
Oh,
Is
okay.
Etsy the same thing?
No.
Okay, so Temu and what was the one you said?
Shein.
Where you can
Team.
order like a T-shirt for $1.50.
I feel like a ton of people use Shein.
Yeah,
But yeah, I honestly, I just got a couple pairs of pants from Old Navy. I'm not super big into the bulk ordering.
Okay, fair enough. We got Justin in the chat saying, I would much rather hang out with a bah ha 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 than an LOL. Good to know. We're learning.
That's good.
That's great.
Finally, this one we have something for you over there. apparently Gen Z are having a rougher time reading cursive writing.
Yes.
So they're
Okay.
doing it less and less.
Reece, did you even learn how to read handwriting in school, or was that already off the table when you started?
No, I had to do like cursive writing and stuff. We probably stopped doing it in like grade 5, I would assume, somewhere around there. So like my handwriting would be like a mix of like regular and cursive almost.
Okay.
But I don't think I could write like cursive.
But you feel comfortable that you could read it.
I could try for sure.
Okay.
I don't know the last time I would have read cursive though.
Okay, well, we put a little note on your desk if you don't mind
Should we
opening
just
that.
try the last sentence?
Holy.
Yes.
Just the last.
Just the last sentence is all you need to read. I guess whatever I wrote at the beginning, Ryder might think is too inappropriate.
The middle part.
Since it started... Wait, the middle part?
Don't read the middle part.
Okay, that sounds good. I think it says, since it started snowing, all my girlfriend has done is stare through the window. If it gets any worse, I might have to let her back in. Holy, that was really hard.
Wow.
Okay, but here's the thing, is it might be because my cursive writing is absolutely atrocious, so we can't even blame Reece for struggling through that sentence.
Because you feel like you haven't done it in quite some time too, right?
Yeah, when we wrote it out this morning, I was like really struggling to do it, because when is the last time you wrote cursive?
Right. Long time ago. Yeah. That is, what do we call that? The Gen Z frenzy.
Gen Z frenzy. So if you ever see maybe a headline about what Gen Z's getting into, what they're not interested in anymore, send it to us. We can add it to the next time we do this segment. Gen Z frenzy.
Interesting stat that has just been released. I thought that we could discuss. 97% of men, this is according to a Harvard University study as well. So like out of any prestigious college, they're up there. 97% of men say the happiest day of their life was the day they
got married.
No, the day they put up the best golf score of their life.
Okay.
And for 3% of men, the best day of their life is the day they got married.
Get out. 3%?
Now, I don't understand this because 97% of men don't even golf. So maybe it's 97% of
golfers, men
men
who
that
golf. And then 3% say that they preferred their wedding day, but maybe they golfed that day. Maybe they got up early.
Yeah.
They had an early tea time and then they got married, because more and more weddings are happening later in the afternoon. People have stopped doing the 11 a.m. thing. Then there's that break in between and then the dinner. A lot of people are just like, nope, the wedding's just going to start at 4.
That's
true. It's
true.
just going to start at 6.
More time for an 8 a.m. tee off.
Exactly.
For sure. I think this might be fairly accurate, though. Like, I put up a 75 at Mill Woods this year, and I was like calling friends to tell them about it.
I think you have to. It's one of those things that you brag about, because it reminds me of before I got in on sports betting, and you'd always brag about your wins, and I never cared until I got in on Sports Interaction and like was like, oh, there's so much joy that comes with being like, I nailed it.
Yeah.
And it's the same with golf. Like if you were to tell somebody who's never golfed in their life, or they're not really interested about your golf score, they wouldn't care. But if you're going to be reaching out to your buddies or calling them and they golf all the time, they're going to be so proud of you.
Well, and especially if you're texting guys that might beat you by 10 strokes like that. That's not a great number to some golfers. I've got a couple buddies that would be a bad round for them.
Reece, can you pull up what Justin just wrote in the chat so Ryder can read it on the screen?
Yeah, that's true.
January 7th of 2025, I personally beat Ryder at golf in Florida. What a feeling. Ryder's a very good golfer. Reece, you golf as well. We should probably do some sort of fun day out with the saucers where we go golfing with everyone.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking on your Remchuk too. Oilersnation every day, host that. He tried that hole-in-one challenge last year. I was absolutely captivated by that challenge to see if he was going to hit the hole-in-one or not. He rimmed one out.
He was so close, but I think it got to the point where people were worried about the state of his hands. because they were like pretty much bleeding.
Right.
It was pretty extreme by the end of it.
Was it?
Yeah.
And you were out there for some of it?
Yeah, like I actually went out there with him and Pat to go and set it up at like 5:30 in the morning that day. And then, yeah, pretty much from like 7 o'clock like 7 a.m. to probably like 8 or 9
p.m.
Yeah, like he was hitting the ball like hardcore.
And he had 24 hours to get it done, is that right? Or 16 hours?
Yeah, like
that?
him and Jay had made a bet on ONE that basically he would be able to get this if he had 24 hours. He'd be able to get a hole in one. And then, yeah, basically, like, he tried as hard as he possibly could.
And his hands just gave up on him.
Yeah, like, I think, honestly, like, he wanted to keep going, but it was more so, like, a safety hazard to be like, okay, like, you got to cool down. Because I think it was just full of blisters. Like,
right.
It was pretty hardcore.
Well, and Nathan just wrote in the chat that it ended with his hands being destroyed, but also there was a thunderstorm.
Oh.
So then, of course, you got to shut that down if there's lightning. I asked in the chat, would anyone join us for a fun golf day at some point, like first timers included, to make everyone feel comfortable? Because I know I have a lot of friends that would love to get to know what it's like to golf, but they're too nervous.
It's an intimidating sport to be introduced to in your adult life, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're playing with people and you feel like you're constantly holding them back.
Well,
from
exactly.
playing.
And you're apologizing. So I feel like if we made it a point to have a day where it doesn't matter if you suck, everyone will be super supportive. If we can get you into golf, that would be such a win.
I do think it's an important reminder as well when talking about golf is that the other person actually doesn't care that much.
Waz just said he's never golfed and he works here.
Yeah.
We need to do this. It would be so much fun.
But yeah, it's like I said, it's intimidating. It doesn't have to be though. I think people build up like, oh, they're going to think I suck. They know you're probably going to suck. And they don't care.
They don't care because people are there to do their own game. As much as you're there with friends, you're golfing you're competing against yourself. You're not, unless you're going out with your buddies and you're known to, bet on it. Whoever can hit the furthest, that's fine too.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, most people are going out there to just get some fresh air, hang out with some friends, have a couple drinks if that's something that they're into.
And like, if you're feeling like you're holding the group up, you can always pick up the ball and skip a hole.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I get so cranky by hole 13.
Yeah, you do.
To the point where Ryder started packing snacks in his golf bag or mine without telling me. He'd be like, check the bottom left pocket of your golf bag. And I'd open it and there'd be fruit snacks. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like golfing with a toddler.
It literally is. Yeah, I bring a full cooler.
One time I golfed just 9 holes with my girlfriends, and we were like, hey, we're halfway through. We need a hot dog. But that's not how it works when you're only golfing 9. So we like cut across one of the holes to go and get a hot dog because we were technically not fully half, but we were like, we're hungry.
Yeah. Usually they got after hole 9, they've got hot dogs.
No, I know, but we were like hole 3 or 4.
Okay.
And we were like, we're halfway through our round, which is when usually you'd get a hot dog. Okay. So we got hot dogs halfway through our 9 rounds.
So they need to start making another turn. Where like they go from hole 4.5. Yeah. So they you and your friends who only golf 9.
They should have like a little golf, like what you see in the gas station. Just one of those machines in the middle of hole 4.
Uh-huh.
And you could just grab a dog and go.
Yeah. It is interesting. We're talking a lot of golf right now, which is a strange time of year to do that. But a lot of the courses have made the move where they don't have mobile beer carts anymore. The beer carts are just stationed on like hole 4.
I think that's better almost because sometimes you're like, where is the golf? Where's the beer cart?
You know what's coming. You can load up if you want to make a few holes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. And I think that it's probably better for the environment. Hauling those, can you imagine how much gas a golf cart would burn if it's got 300 pounds of booze in it?
Do you follow any of the golf cart girls on TikTok that showcase the drink of the day? And then they film themselves and the interactions that they have with the golfers.
That's all I have TikTok for.
Just finding out what the drink of the day is with the golf cart girls.
Just follow nothing but golf cart girls.
Anyway, there's some delicious looking cocktails that they're making out there. Listen, there's an algorithm for everyone.
They've invented a few drinks too out on the golf course that have gotten really popular, and now people want to drink them at bars. And
what's that?
Well, like there's one that
like for a cold day, they have a captain, they're like a spiced rum, and
yeah, I'm sure somebody in the chat's gonna remember the name, but there's one that's like a shot of vodka, Gatorade, lemonade, and ginger ale, and people are just going nuts for it.
I have a specific cocktail that when I was a bartender, I would make it for people that would come in, and they loved it so much. People would come back and ask for it again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to tell what's in it, but I might have to serve it at my first Oilersnation event that's coming up in December.
Sure.
Which you will learn more about in the coming days. Maybe we'll have to have that as the cocktail choice that night.
Transfusion is the name of the drink that we were thinking about. But yeah, it's getting really popular.
All right, it's almost 9 a.m. Should we get into the 3 stars of anything?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
It could be an athlete, snacks, or cars. It's time we pick our 3 stars of anything.
I will say, Reece, that might have been your fastest work thus far, firing off an intro.
And I didn't interrupt it.
It was
slowly getting better.
Look at us.
Look at us go.
We're doing amazing. Okay, so the 3 stars of anything. Every day we do this. It's a competition between the 3 of us, and your votes matter in the chat. We will put the poll up shortly after we all list off our 3 stars of the topic of the day, and whoever wins gets first overall pick the following day. I think you won.
I did win, and so I'm at a total of 2 wins now. I believe you're at 3 and Reece is at about 16.
Yep.
However many days we have left there, he's won all the rest.
So the topic today, the 3 stars of anything, we've all compiled a list. 3 things, the most famous lines that absolutely nailed it. Now, let's give an example that's hopefully not on one of our lists. Like, what comes to mind as an example?
That one doesn't really work. Don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
straight to the point. Makes a lot of sense. Hopefully it's not on Reece's list. That's not on your list, is it? No. Okay, we're good. We're good. So because you won yesterday, you get to go first.
Yeah, I'm going to go with righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
That was on my list.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'll think of something else. That's what happens. That's why you want to be the winner of the day.
That is an important thing to know. And the amount of times I say it to myself, I'm like, oh yeah, nailed it.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, if you didn't know that, as soon as you hear it for the first time, your life is forever changed.
Exactly.
That's great. All right, Reece, you're up next.
Okay, for my first pick, I'm going to go with work smarter, not harder.
All right.
Love that.
It is a good tip.
It's kind of like my forking, fake working. Just be smarter. You don't have to work harder. Just make everyone think you're working harder.
So once again, these are famous lines
that absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, okay.
So because you stole my righty-tighty, lefty-loosey,
that's how it works.
I'm going to go with I before E except after C.
Okay.
It just helps you with spelling things.
Except for the few flaws with that one. Like, it's not...
Is it not for every single word? What's an example where it doesn't work?
Peace, maybe?
I before E except after C.
No, that works for peace. There are words where it doesn't work. I just don't know them off the top of my head.
Okay, thanks for coming out.
There, Their.
Okay, we just got this suggestion in the chat. I like, are you in or are you in the way?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is such a good one. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be reading out honorable mentions yet until all 3 of us are done.
Sure. My second pick is going to be you snooze, you lose.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Nice. Don't wait on things too long.
Reece, you're up next.
Mine comes from the great Herb Brooks. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
That's a good one, Reece.
And you work really hard. I'm so sorry for accidentally calling you an intern.
It's a little bit contradicting to what I said before of work smarter, not harder.
But it's a line
that
absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
Next up,
Lisa.
Stop, drop, and roll. You learn this with the fire hazards. But also, has anyone actually had to stop, drop, and roll? Has anyone ever been lit on fire?
Like so many people. And it's good that they know that. So you're right. This is This is like the time you said that the only way to get Lyme disease is if you're walking in tall grass.
Ryder, that was one time and I had to make a public apology. Why would you bring that up?
Because that's exactly what you just did. Has anybody ever had to stop, drop, and roll? Is like, yeah, they have.
I said that Avril Lavigne has Lyme disease because she has a lake lot and she frolics in tall grass. And then I had to make a public apology because we had a listener reach out that said her aunt passed away from Lyme disease. Why would you bring that up?
Because it's exactly the same as what you just did. Put your foot in your mouth, and I'm trying to get in front of it. I didn't say that.
Neither did I today.
The Ryder and Reece show coming next week.
With intern Lisa. Okay, who's next? Reece?
I think, Reece, you on number 2, or is it my number 3?
I just went.
Okay, Ryder.
He who smelt it, dealt it.
It's so good.
Uh-huh.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that the person that is guilty is the one that will go, something stinks?
I think it is a method.
Somebody farted. The person that says that is...
Try to seem innocent. But I just think that line absolutely nailed it.
Oh, it's so good. Remember learning that as a kid, too, and it was the best thing you've ever heard? It was most likely like your dad's best friend that said it.
Yeah.
When they were over for too many beers on a weeknight, and you hear, what is the sentence? And you try and memorize it. It's so good. Okay. My last one. Oh, is it not my turn?
Have you been going second?
I don't know.
We're usually better at this.
Reece?
For my last pick, I'm going to change it up, actually. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
And that's a really popular one now. That seems like it's gotten, like, in the last couple years, I'm seeing it more and more in comment sections on the internet.
Yeah.
Because so many videos that go viral are people doing stupid things and
like
having a bad outcome.
Those gender reveals?
Yeah.
And somebody gets hit with a firework or something, and then they have to stop, drop, and roll?
You did want to bring that up again. Hey, okay.
Okay, my last one
Your
is
last pick.
Pink at night, sailor's delight. Pink in the morning, sailor's glory. No, that's not what it is. What is it?
Oh, for Christ's sake. If you win today, I quit. I think I'm going to have to just have
And then what's the third line in that one? Pink in the eye. You didn't wash your hands. All right. Vote for me.
Should we recap real quick before we put that poll up?
Yeah.
Okay. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey was my first choice. You snooze, you lose was my second. And he who smelt it, dealt it was my third.
So feel free to vote for Ryder if you want.
Famous lines that absolutely nailed it.
Reece?
My 3 were work smarter, not harder. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
So good.
And play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Okay, and my 3 were I before E except after C, stop, drop, and roll, pink at night, sailor's delight, pink in the morning, sailor's warning, not glory. I'm going to win, I think.
We got some great suggestions rolling in. No pain, no game is one of the ones we got here. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. When in doubt, throw it out. That's a good one. And then you're not eating food that you probably shouldn't eat.
Yeah, it's true.
I have, there's a radio guy we know who the other day ate. Wait, let me ask this first. Reece, how many days could meat be in the fridge? Let's say poultry. Poultry in the fridge before you're like, nah, that ain't it.
Like it's too old, you got to toss it.
Just like uncooked.
No, cooked.
Like a cooked piece of meat in the fridge.
A rotisserie chicken, let's say.
Maybe like 4 or 5 days.
That's pretty good. I think that's a fair answer. I'd probably say like 3 to 4 days. So we're right up there.
I'd say 3 days max.
I'm a little more desperate, I guess.
We know a guy who got sick and ended up missing work because he ate turkey out of the fridge from Canadian Thanksgiving like a week ago. So it
27 days old.
27
okay. That's a long time.
Days old.
That's a really long time.
Like if I was that guy's boss and he had to burn a sick day because of that, I wouldn't pay him. I'd say like, no, You don't get to use a sick day. That's a stupid day, and we don't pay for stupid days around here.
What did the turkey
I'd
look
be
like?
Such a dick boss.
Like 27 days later, that has to be moldy, no? I guess with turkey, it's kind of gray to begin with, so it's hard to
Yeah, I think
tell?
it would have had to have stunk.
And so it was just sitting in the fridge, like not the freezer or anything?
No, it was just
Correct.
in the fridge. I don't
That's
think
super nasty.
I don't think he took it out of the freezer and ate it.
Some people's food decisions are pretty interesting. Like, there were some people from my hometown that had a slop bucket in the freezer. Have you heard of this?
I've heard that this is like it's a small town thing.
Yeah, so they just had a 5-gallon pail in the freezer, and leftovers would just get dumped into the 5-gallon pail in the freezer, and then on Fridays they would pull it out and just make slop stew. To me, would eat it. Others think that's just an absolutely terrible idea.
I don't even like eating any soup that I didn't see being made.
So like at
I'm
a
out.
restaurant, you wouldn't get a broccoli and cheddar soup.
I would. Homemade soup. I don't know. I trust a chef more than like a neighbor that's like, hey, we made too much stew. I'm like, how much of your dog hair is in that by accident?
I did.
What pot did you use?
Hear somebody talking online the other day about that, and they said for potluck, they want nothing to do with it.
No, you want to know the grossest thing, and it's unacceptable behavior, is when you go to somebody's house and they're like, hey, let's get some snacks out, and they open up a pre-opened hummus. There's something about hummus in particular that I'm like, this already has pretzel thin marks in it.
Right.
It has to be a fresh hummus.
So you're comfortable sharing a fresh hummus at a party,
Yes.
but you're not comfortable.
Well, I hover over the snack table, so I see everything that happens.
So what if you're at a party, they open a hummus, somebody's been dipping into it, and then you come back to the table? Do you go after that as long as the hummus was opened that night?
That's right. I have to see it being peeled open. BBJ just wrote in the chat, my mother called all the week's leftovers must go because everything in the fridge must go.
I am all for that. Like, throwing out food that you could have ate always feels like a massive failure, especially with the price of groceries. And just knowing how many people are in a tricky situation when it comes to food.
There's actually groups that you can join. I think these might be on Facebook, where if you have leftovers that you just know you're not going to eat, maybe you're leaving town or you just know that whoever's in your household isn't going to finish it, you can post about it on these groups and people will come over and they will take your leftovers.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Puts things into perspective for sure.
Just don't get turkey leftovers from that guy in radio that we know. If he's posting
If it's
things
turkey
on here.
and it's at the end of October, I would be worried.
Or
Yeah.
my parents. I wouldn't accept Facebook giveaways
Yeah.
from them. Like, I've looked at some stuff that in the fridge of my parents and been like, that's got to be 2 weeks old.
Yeah. Or you go through your parents' fridge and just look at the expiration date on all the sauces and it's like 2021.
2012.
2012.
No doubt. Should we get into almost viral
Yes,
next?
we haven't done almost viral in way too long, so let's do it.
This is where we recap things.
You screwed up.
No, there's no song for this, so I can talk over it. It's just the background music. This is where we just have a little peek-see at some of the things that are starting to go viral on the internet for the most part.
You're doing amazing. Better than me. Pink in the eye. Wash your hands.
I am crushing that poll, by the way.
You are. You have 77%. I'm somehow beating Reece. I think it's because Reece did contradict himself with two of his quotes.
Oh, did he?
You didn't hear the difference between them?
Well,
The first one was work smarter, not harder.
Okay.
And then what was the second one?
Talent or hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
It's so good.
Wow, welcome to third place, Reece.
Yeah. How's it feel? Okay, let's get into some viral clips. Maybe you haven't seen these yet. They're almost viral.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to talk about this one too.
You know I don't like cruise ships.
I know. So this is the first time that I've agreed with you. that I was like, maybe they're not for me. Just show how like chill everybody is. There's like a waitress. Can you play that one again, Reese? There's a waitress just like chilling right there, like looking out. That is something, hey?
I will never go on a cruise, even if it's free.
So they have like a name for those that are called rogue waves or something?
Because it looked like it came right up the side of the ship.
Out of nowhere.
I don't like that.
Do you know the name of them? Are they not rogue waves?
No, I'm pretty sure I looked in the comments after, and this is AI.
No. I don't even think we could do this segment
This
anymore.
is another episode of Bamboozled.
That's not AI, is it?
Of course it is. I don't trust anything. I can't even look at a cute little baby animal on the internet anymore without being like, you're a liar.
You know how pissed I would be if I owned a cruise ship company?
And you saw that was AI.
And then somebody decided to make that with AI, and the comment section's just littered with people saying, like,
I'm mad.
I'm never doing one of these. I'd be furious. But if I owned a cruise ship, a cruise ship company, I'd have enough money that I'd be fine. Like, I could be sad and be that rich.
I'm sad that we just got bamboozled. What's next,
You
Reece?
look like you're really upset. Is the whole thing going to be AI?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, this guy's awesome. Have you seen this? Wait for it. Puts this sucker right on his chin. And then watch his strut after. I like this swag. Like, it's a little too cocky, but like...
This guy seems like one of those people you'd never want to be stuck in a one-on-one conversation with.
I'm opposite. I feel like this guy would be kind of embarrassing to be around at times, but an absolute beauty who's always ready to give her. Like that little touchdown dance he did after brought me a lot of joy. All right, next up.
I only wore the shirt a couple hours. Guess I'll put it in the sort of clean pile.
I have a sort of clean pile.
Yeah, I think everybody does. It's crazy how a simple concept like that, and you can go absolutely viral these days.
Oh, yeah.
It's just...
I went viral, this was years ago, it was a clip of me saying out loud to myself, I unplugged my hair straightener. I can leave the house because my hair straightener is unplugged. And now I am able to leave and not have to turn around because my hair straightener is unplugged. And that audio of my voice was used on thousands of TikTok videos because it's a relatable thought that a lot of people have. You leave the house and you're like,
did I or didn't I? So you sang it over and
it?
over again. You like confirmed to yourself that you did it. That's the
right.
point, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like yelling at myself. I was like, you did that. You unplugged that thing.
Yeah.
Some people will take pictures of the outlet in their bathroom so they can go back in when they get to the office and be like, okay, yeah, that is from this morning. There's the timestamp.
Yeah.
My house is not going to burn down. I don't have to stop, drop, and roll.
If you want to go viral, there's your tip. It's just find something that everyone's like, I thought that was just me that had a clean pile of clothes.
Kind of clean.
Well, kind of
the
clean.
The kind of clean pile of clothes. We
Right.
all have it. You're going to wear that shirt one more time.
But
add it to the pile.
Usually you end up throwing it in the laundry pile eventually?
Yeah, if you're lazy to hang things back up.
All right, we got another one, Reese?
You betcha.
Well, it's a seniors center.
Oh, they love to play games at the senior homes.
Well, it's good for them to do games
It
where
is.
they get some mobility. But
My buddy works at a seniors home.
Yeah.
And his full-time job is coming up with ideas to keep the seniors.
Like the rec coordinator or
That's
something?
right. And he's one of those friends that parties so hard, or at least used to. And so we would go out. It would be like 2 a.m. and he'd be like, I gotta go. I'm leading Zumba at 6 a.m. with the seniors. I'm like, you're still going to be so intoxicated while you're leading Zumba class tomorrow morning. But he loved it.
Yeah, they're
so fun.
If you ever get a chance, try to connect or find a reason to connect with seniors in senior homes. I think for a lot of them, it can be a pretty lonely time.
Oh, yeah.
And they get so excited. Like, I even heard of a movement that I wanted to bring up, but I didn't, about going trick-or-treating at the seniors home.
Yeah,
Quite
they're waiting.
often they'll have like their doors open for kids to go there, and it brings them so much joy to see little kids running around in costumes. I mean, there's probably some grandpas that are pissed about it.
Yeah. Get out of here. Those are my bounty bars.
I wasn't sharing those.
Stop giving those coffee crisps. I have a story about coffee crisps I want to circle back to in a bit here. But you're right. It's a good time of year to go and visit the seniors. Or, in fact, I think they do this every year at London Drugs. You can go and they have Christmas trees up where there's little cards on them that say specific seniors in some of the homes that what they want for Christmas.
Okay.
And a lot of them just say fuzzy slippers.
Right.
Or a puzzle, a book. It doesn't even say what kind of book. They just want a book. And you can go and you can shop in the store and fulfill what they want. And then those are all dropped off with their name in a card, and it's given straight to them. It's a beautiful thing. It happens every year. And it breaks my heart when I go in and I see that there's still some up on the trees there. I wish I could take care of all of them.
Yeah.
So grab a couple off the tree. Take your kids. It's a beautiful learning moment for them too. Mm-hmm. To help out some people that are pretty lonely around the holidays.
Well, and I'm sure like the nurses and the helpers at the senior center that are deciding which seniors need to be on the tree know which ones probably wouldn't get a gift otherwise.
Yep.
So yeah, pretty powerful stuff. That's really smart that they do that.
I remember reading like a lot of people say, I have to have kids, so I have someone to take care of me when I'm older. And a lot of people that work in these retirement homes are like, majority of the ones that have kids, they're not even showing up.
Yeah.
They're not even coming.
That's too bad.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah, it's a good
especially
reminder.
with how like transient the world is now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you quite often you don't live in the same city your whole life. Whereas I think back in the day, you probably lived in the same hometown as your parents, and then when they get old, you're a 2-minute drive away. Makes it a lot trickier for a lot of people whose parents live halfway across the country.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just remember, especially going into the holiday season, taking care of our seniors so they can keep ripping up games like that and making us laugh online.
That was so good.
Some of the viral content that's coming from senior homes is unbelievable too.
Unless it's AI, which we got bamboozled over Halloween. The woman that was wearing the spices that were taped to her shirt and she was a Spice Girl, apparently that was a fake picture. And in my mind, I'm like, why? Like, why do we need to make this fake? I guess it's for likes and shares and clicks because it brought me so much joy. So someone's monetizing off of these fake adorable seniors.
Yeah.
It's infuriating.
We got another almost viral clip there, Reece.
Yes.
Oh, mama. Can one of y'all record me, please?
Sure.
I just love what makes this so funny is that there's that second
It's so
camera.
awkward.
It's so awkward, but it brings me joy that I'm seeing these other people
my God.
that are recording.
And this guy's like just lurking in the background.
Yeah, you can't even see him. This is great. These girls are going to be talking about this for the rest of their lives.
It's a little bit too sexy.
Everything's falling off the shelf.
And what do you do? Like, once he starts,
He's not stopping. So she's like, do I just keep filming? You can't just stop and walk away if he's got a
Right.
routine that he's trying to nail.
This reminds me of a prank my buddy Doug and I did once, where we went to an early start club.
Early Start Club Oilers game, baby.
We went-
Again tonight, starting at 5 o'clock.
We went to, it was an afternoon game, and then afterwards went over to Save on Foods.
It was across from...
It
was across from Greta.
Yeah, that's right.
Downtown.
Yeah. And so we went to just pick up some food for dinner or whatever. We were jumping in a cab home and decided to do it that way. And there were pumpkins out. It was early in the season, like the NHL season. And my buddy Doug grabbed the biggest pumpkin I've ever seen and then walked over to one of the staff members at the grocery store and just said, "Hey, sorry, can you just hold this for a quick second?" And he's a pest. Like, he does pranks on people all the time. So I knew what he was doing. And he just walked around the corner and like stood and waited to see how long this person would hold this pumpkin for.
Is the heaviest one in the bin.
I feel like it might be the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. And it's not nice. Like, this poor staff member had to stop stocking shelves or whatever they're doing and just hold this huge damn pumpkin. But yeah, it was a terrific prank.
Yeah. And I'm sure that employee had a great workout that day.
That's true.
Because stocking shelves isn't hard enough as is.
That's right.
Holding this massive pumpkin for how long?
All right, let's go with one more. Almost viral. Reece, are we good? That's it for today.
That's
might
fine.
be it for today.
Let's check back in with the chat. Thanks to everyone who is liking Oilers Nation on YouTube, following along, maybe subscribing to the Sauce podcast. That means the world to us too. If you want to leave us a rating, perfect. Love it. But make sure you're liking this video. Let's give some love to those of you who are chiming in the chat. We got Donnie, Justin, Tanya, Northside Norm. We've got Brett, who's going to be coming in shortly. Brett, if you're already here, feel free to join us earlier. We'd love to have you in here. Rachel's in the chat, BBJ. We got Steph and Adam, aka Dirty Spoons, Jess, Natalie, Andrea. Yeah, it's great. Jake Wallman's in the chat as well.
I like how many comments in the chat when we're watching videos are just saying probably AI.
Yeah, they're just
over and
way
over
ahead
again.
of us.
It's like everything that we're doing is a little bit AI.
Soon enough, we're not even going to be here.
That's right.
It's just going to be avatars. We're going to be the next ABBA voyage.
At some point, I wonder if I'll just learn to accept that everything is borderline AI
Yeah.
and just let it bring me joy instead of always feeling frustrated that I got bamboozled.
Mhm.
Like I'd love if I could watch a video of bunny rabbits jumping on a trampoline and be like, huh, I don't care if this is AI or not. It brings me happiness.
Yeah. People are saying that it could get to the point where everyone just turns their social media off and they actually go outside and touch grass.
Which would be good for the world, but bad for our show.
True. So again, thank you for being here
Thank
and
you for
liking
being
this
here.
video.
We
We got
appreciate
Tom
it.
in the chat. Tom, who actually tunes into the show from Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah?
How fun is that?
Tommy.
Across North America, baby. The saucers are out there.
He's pretty pumped that his pitcher just won the Cy Young. So I saw that he was posting about that.
Nice.
All right, are we ready for our next guest?
I'm pretty excited about this.
Me too.
We are continuing our tour of meeting staff members here at Oilers Nation. And so we are joined by the wonderful, the delightful Brett Holden.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you. Those are adjectives I haven't heard described as for me in a long time.
Well,
so I appreciate that.
We are trying our best to suck up to everyone here so you all like us. How are we doing with that so far?
Oh, fantastic. I was thinking beforehand, I was like, you guys kind of feel like the Nardwar of the office right now? Because I'm very interested to see the stuff you guys pulled on me. Because I'm not very active on social media right now. So.
Perfect, because we have a game coming up with you shortly that I was a little bit worried you might already know how the game works. So hearing that is very reassuring in my mind.
How often do you get Brent instead of Brett?
No, seriously, the amount of times Ryder's like, Brent's coming in, I was like, I don't know who that is.
My father. My dad's name is Brent. So it's,
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's fantastic whenever my mother gets mad at one of us. She goes, oh, damn it, Brent. And I'm Brett. Oh, well.
Whatever your name is.
It's the same, damn it. And so it's, I honestly get it. I have gotten it my entire life.
From your own mother.
Yeah, that's tricky, hey?
Yeah.
Those names are too close. I had a buddy, she married a guy, and his dad's name was Randy, and her name was Randy.
Oh, with an I?
Yeah, they might have been
Ooh,
spelled different,
nice,
but I always just felt bad for like the bedroom.
Mhm.
Like he was just saying his dad's
He probably
name
loved it.
in there.
Oh, his dad's name.
It's kind of
Sorry.
messed up.
I thought the couple's names were both Randy.
No, it was
A
her
dad.
father-in-law.
Gonna get Randy, darling.
Things were getting randy, and it was getting weird.
We've got Northside Norm in the chat who just donated $10 in the super chat. Holden with the overtime winner.
Overtime winner!
Okay, so to those of you who are saucers and you maybe don't venture outside of this show, let's get to know Brett a little bit more. Brett, what do you do? Is that an inside joke that we need to be aware of? What's going on?
So that was the old Kevin Quinn overtime winner call.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. We heard it quite often when the Oilers would only win games in overtime for a little while. So kind of got used to that. I do a little bit of everything kind of here at the Nation. I am a producer. I edit a lot of stuff, post a lot of stuff for social media. I'm a social media guy. My contract uses the loose term talent as well, so I'm on air a bunch. So basically, somebody needs something to do. They're like, Brett's might be free, which I'm normally not. I have a lot of stuff to do, but they're like, you should ask Brett, and I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Why not?
Yeah,
Throw it at me.
I'm one of those people that'll say yes to anything.
Now, we were just talking about Greta. You're often there. What's your role with Greta? Because I saw you got a tattoo there recently.
I did.
Break that down for us.
So, so at Greta, we do our live shows there. We normally do kind of the bigger games. So the season opener, we were there for the first 3 games, I believe, of the season. So just kind of having a party. We produce our live show there and have our live show there. So I produce that. Kind of do a little bit of hype with Aaron as he's yelling on the microphone, and I'll toss the t-shirts and be the fun face.
He was on with us yesterday, and he, like, you guys are fan favorites. The amount of people in the chat, they're like, who are these guys? I need to know them.
Thank you.
That's the whole point. That's why we want to bring you guys on and, like, let people know what you do.
Oh, we're 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
We're very similar, and I'm surprised they let him and I work as often as we do, because it's basically thing 1 and thinger 1. So it's pretty interesting. But no, Greta is, or like you guys have been there. It's some of the best events that we have. I'm sure we'll be back during the playoffs.
100%.
So why did you get a tattoo? Can you break that down?
Yes. So, last year during pre and post game, so Aaron and I kind of had this idea where we're like, we should find like some weird thing that we're going to fixate on, and that's going to be our bet for the season. And so it kind of took us until January. We're like, we're going to take blocked shots. And Bordzy's a huge Brett Kulak guy. And so at the time, I wasn't really anyone on the team. I was a big Vinny Desharnais guy when he was here, but he wasn't here last year. So we decided to do who would have more block shots between Brett Kulak, and I picked Ty Emberson. Well, near the end of the year, Ty Emberson wasn't really getting into the lineup, and so Brett Kulak started running away with it a little bit, and the loser had to get a tattoo. However, once the Oilers got Jake Wallman started blocking shots like nobody's business. So he sat there and went, what if Jake Wallman beats both of us? What if both of Brett Kulak and Ty Emberson finish with Jake Wallman has more? Then both of us will get a tattoo. Well, then Jake Wallman gets injured at the end of the year, and he finished about 6 short, and I had to get a tattoo live at Greta, which was a very interesting time. But yeah, it's about yay big on my leg. It's pretty big. My parents hate it. But it got Jake the Snake 96 on it.
So was this after he signed the contract extension or before? Because it just feels a lot more risky if it was before.
It was just after, but the plans were in motion before.
Okay.
So we actually had a couple of designs, and we had like the chat vote on which one they liked most. This one was, and actually Cheryl Quarterly, who's in our chats all the time, there's a couple of inscriptions within the snake that she actually made.
Cool.
So we have a viewer who's on my leg. Bordzy's name is on my leg forever. And yeah.
And that's why we get in on the chat. You could be the next person that's tattooed on Brett's body.
Yeah.
It does feel like how I mentioned the contract thing. When I'm thinking about buying a jersey, it's so risky if they're not locked in. This just feels like that, but next level.
Oh, I'm a jersey like hound too, and I love obscure jerseys. So I love those guys who are there for like 15 games. They're like, why do you have a Mike Green Oilers jersey? Like I have a Linus Omark jersey, Taylor Fadoon, like JC Lapon, who played for the St. John's Ice Caps. Like I love stupid jerseys.
It almost feels like there's a secret society of people that respect those at the game, though. Hey,
oh yeah, it's a little bit of a nod. It's definitely a bit of a nod.
Awesome, man. I've got some weird tattoos from our days making bets together as well.
Yeah, something to learn about Ryder is he's very competitive. So if you ever are in with a bet with him, he's going to take it a little too seriously. So we had a bet where loser had to get a tattoo of the winner's choice.
It had to be just throwback themed.
That's right.
Because we were associating with throwback music that we were picking.
Yeah.
And so if Lisa lost, I was going to make her get my grade 6 grad photo tattooed on her. She ended up winning and made me get a participation ribbon because I'm so competitive. So
hilarious.
It's like on the whole back of his arm. It's great.
But then I'm talking with one of my buddies, and he's like, why wouldn't you put that like where you pin a ribbon, you idiot?
Yeah.
That it could have been hidden. and would have been funny. But like those tattoo bets. That was a good one.
They're the best.
My mother, or actually it was my father, once they found out about the bet, again, not very happy, because all of my tattoos so far have been lost bets, so I'm not doing too
You
well.
can never get a legit one ever again. Like, you have to be known as the loser bet tattoo guy forevermore.
Just covered.
Yeah.
My dad was like, you have to start betting money. I'm like, Dad, I lost. Like, what are you talking about? So they weren't very happy.
I saw a really good tattoo the other day. It was the WWF logo, like the World Wildlife Federation.
Oh, see, I'm a wrestling guy. I thought it was the fun one.
That bear that they have.
The panda.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's like a slow zoom on it, and he goes, is that a WWF tattoo that has nothing to do with wrestling? And the guy goes, oh no, they're wrestling. And he pulls up his sleeve, and there's another one of the bears. Like,
yes. That's so good.
I was like, that might be my favorite tattoo I've ever seen online.
I'm a big wrestling guy too, so like that's unbelievable. I want a lot of wrestling tattoos.
Amazing. What else can we pick your brain
I
about?
want to ask you about the Oilers. You follow them pretty closely. Are you worried right now?
No, we have been. I mean, I kind of grew up in the decade of darkness. That was kind of my real. What's the word that I'm looking for? Absorption years.
Were you? When did you start with Oilersnation?
2023.
Oh,
was
okay.
the series that we lost to the Vegas Golden Knights.
Okay,
in the
okay.
playoffs.
Sorry,
So that
continue.
was my first one. No, that's okay. And no, I'm not worried, because we grew up. I grew up watching this team having Sean Horkoff as our number one center that led down to Anton Lander. We've had very difficult seasons. We're still winning games. You're still getting points, and there's still stuff to build on from each game. So have they built on those from each game to game? No, not necessarily, which is concerning. But we've seen this. Like, I remember last year being at Greta and submitting our episode after the game, and it's game like 110. And I'm like, man, I barely remember doing games number 20 and 21 and whatever and stuff like that. There's a lot of games to go.
Yeah.
And the Oilers have been able to build themselves at least a little bit of enough of a cushion where, yes, they're losing games, but they're also winning points. Just build. Like, my biggest thing is building off of the last game, whether it's a win or a loss. Let's be better the next game and correct those things so far. I'm not too pumped about the lineup today. I think we're kind of going into a little bit of a panic mode. I'm interested to see if we're going to have a move come soon, specifically when they get back from this trip. But we'll see. I mean, the stuff that happens now is kind of laying the brickyard or bricklayer for the rest of the year. But I'm not worried at all.
Well, and it's kind of nice that so many teams are just hovering in the middle, that if we get hot for even a week, we'll be in a completely different position. And you know this team can get hot for a week at any point.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not as concerned, but it does feel like the fan base is really starting to turn on numerous different things, including I'm hearing so much hate for Knobloch right now.
Yeah.
And it's just concerning, because you know that the decision makers are hearing these things too. And you want it. I fall in love with this team so much that I want every version of it to succeed.
Yeah.
So I always root for the guys that hear it the worst.
Yeah.
Because it's nice to root for the underdog a bit, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always tough when you start to see things crumble a little bit if big changes are coming.
100%. Well, and especially because those end up having to be difficult decisions. Like, it is those maybe fan favorite guys where, like, I know Waz was devastated when Derek Ryan wasn't coming back.
Exactly, yeah.
Again, I was a big Vinny Desharnais guy, but again, this is a business. And as much as we can like the personality, the person, the product on the ice is what matters the most. And if you're not producing,
you got to do
to go.
something. I was a big fan of Frederick when we got him. And then his signing was even a little confusing for me for being a Frederick fan. I can see why so many people are rattled about that right now.
Yeah.
It would be nice to see him get going.
Oh, I know. I was also a big Trent Frederick guy. My dad loved him. He was finding videos of him off the ice. He's like, what a good kid. Look at this. He's just good old kid. Basically turned into Don Cherry. I was like, damn, careful.
Careful.
But now he's just, I don't know. He has kind of fallen out of favor for me too, and I'm a very patient guy. I think I like when I watch hockey. I like to watch individual players in their systems and like to see what they're doing away from the puck. And I just haven't seen a lot of stuff from Trent Frederick that makes me go, this guy he needs to stay in the lineup right now.
Sure, he's going to eventually get it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that's what.
Man, I just learned something. Like, I don't think I ever find myself watching players that aren't near the puck. And that's really cool to hear that perspective, because I'm going to try that out with the early start club tonight. 5 o'clock puck drop. Should be good.
Yeah, and I think that one of the most interesting things of going to a game live is watching McDavid off the puck. And then you really, like, people that haven't seen him live before, I don't think understand how frigging good he's
calculated
everywhere. Like, when he gets rolling off the puck, you're like, that guy is going to catch everyone constantly.
It's funny now with us producing games and doing the pre and post game show. I don't get to go to games as often anymore, but I go to the, like, especially the preseason practices and everything like that, because we do social media there and just kind of get stuff to post on social media. And we were there again, me and Waz, this year, and just watching the difference between Connor McDavid's skate on the ice. In any drill, you're just like, he moves so different from anybody I've ever seen put on 2 blades on their feet.
Wow.
It's nuts. It's unbelievable.
I heard somebody breaking down the other day that the way they even teach skating now is so different than it used to be. Who was it? It was a player that's still in the Reece. Was saying this, and he's like, we used to learn how to skate with like low strides and big pushes,
right?
And now that like all these skating coaches and stuff are teaching these kids to just like chop up the ice,
like quick.
Yeah. You wonder, like, guys like McDavid, how much of an impact they had on the future and how fast the game's going to continue to be.
You're seeing it now. Like, I'm a big prospect guy. I love seeing the next generation. I love watching junior hockey. It's just hockey at its base level.
You're like the Elton John of hockey. He's apparently he's listened to 6,000 new artists this year. Like, he's really big on who's next kind of mentality. So it's cool that you do that.
Elton John, actually a family friend of ours, but weird that you mention Elton John.
That's a true story?
What? Yeah.
He's a family friend of yours.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But Connor, like, you're seeing it with this next generation where you're sitting there going, like, these kids can just move. The game is such, everybody's a better skater from what they were 10 years ago, because people are growing up watching Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, and just become great skaters.
Well, and it helps, I mean, for that the game has become less about absolutely demolishing other people out there. So these young players can come in at 18. Maybe they're not even fully grown yet. And at least it's safe for them to develop their game a little bit. Whereas I don't think you'd risk putting an 18-year-old in the lineup unless they were a prodigy or huge back in the day. So you're seeing a lot of those young skilled guys come in now and be able to do some damage earlier, which is fun for the game.
Oh, it's so exciting. I can't wait for this next wave of players. Like, even you can see it in this draft with Gavin McKenna and Keaton Verhoff. There's a next wave coming through.
Yeah, they're unbelievable. I do miss that they are in the dub, though. Like, for McKenna, I used to like seeing his highlights and watching a bit more, and I just don't follow college hockey, but that will probably change moving forward.
Yeah, it seems like college hockey's kind of getting the boot up recently.
Yeah,
and makes sense with everything that's going on there.
We have another game?
No, I'm sorry. Like, I stopped listening to you guys since Elton John's a family friend. Can we circle back to that? What's going on there?
My uncle's an actor.
Okay.
And his roommate in college was Elton John's partner.
Okay.
So just as they continue to kind of grow and their careers continue to grow, they just became best friends, and he goes to all of Elton John's like galas, and he's a special guest and works closely with them. And then a few years ago, he was doing a show in Vegas, and he told my dad, come on by. He's bought my dad dinner. He told him that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So we don't really talk about that trip too much. But we have like a signed program and everything like that. Like, my parents have hung out with him. He's more of a family friend of my aunt and uncles, but
Yeah.
family friend. But
Very cool.
Yeah.
I met a guy once, and just casually he brought up he was Will Ferrell's roommate in college. I'm like,
And then just moved on, kind of like what Brett just did.
just like that's what that reminded me of. And then he's just on to the next one. I was like, no. What's the stupidest thing Will did in college?
Tell me everything. Do you have to sign an NDA?
We have a game for you.
Yeah, we're gonna play a game together.
Okay.
Now, you say that you don't really keep up with the trends too much as far as social media goes.
Sure.
So you don't know how to play this game.
Which game is it?
It's called the game.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of it?
No. Well, I've heard of the game, which I just lost, apparently.
So we're going to be taking things to the game with us.
We're going to the game.
Oh, okay.
Do you know this game?
I think I do.
And you got to
We'll see about that.
You got to see if you know what you can bring to the game.
Okay, sounds good. By the way, I worked at a summer camp for 5 years.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So he might know every game ever.
I wonder how confusing this is if you've never heard or seen this game before right now.
Okay, do you want to kick things off?
Sure. Can I take...
No, you're going to just say what you're taking.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take a hockey puck to the game.
You can bring a hockey puck to the
Okay,
game.
thank you.
I'm going to bring a mug to the game.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'm going to bring the Oodle Noodle sign.
You can bring the Oodle Noodle sign.
Uh-huh.
Ryder?
I'm going to bring a water bottle to the game.
You can't.
I can't bring a water bottle. Okay.
You can't.
Interesting.
I'm going to bring a watermelon to the game.
Yeah, you can bring a watermelon to the game.
I'm going to bring football helmet to the game.
You can bring a football helmet to the game.
Listen, I think he's on to us.
I think he worked really hard at the summer camp.
I think we were... The funny thing is we were trying to trick you, and then I end up kind of losing the game.
I think you screwed up.
I know you kind of did it, and I was like, oh, are we counting that?
So for those just checking out the show
that
that,
was
are
the
confused,
shortest game ever.
if you said in front of what you were bringing,
You
it
can
was
bring
allowed.
it. So it's really fun to mess with someone that doesn't pick up on that, and they overthink it so much that they're like, maybe it's something that the last word ends with, and I have to start the next word
I
with that
remember
letter.
The first time somebody played something like that with me, and I don't know if it was the letters or whatever, I was so mad.
Oh, I have to be so honest. I'm so happy like right now because I was that kid at summer camp that was like, oh my God,
what
can I bring? What am I supposed to bring? So I'm very happy now that I'm like, okay, I understand this game now.
Okay, perfect.
We just want to say we're both big fans, and your laugh is one of the most contagious laughs I've ever heard. So keep laughing loud in the background of different videos. I always love when I'm like, oh, he must be producing today.
Yeah, which is so fun. And you are tonight because early start game. Tell everyone where they can find you tonight. What's going on?
Yes, we are live tonight. Actually, I just texted Aaron to make sure if we're doing the show live from here or if we're doing it live from home. We are doing it from home today. So we are doing the good old home studio, which we don't do too much right now because we're doing a ton of dog patch shows recently. We do Greta shows as well, but especially those dog patch shows. Great vibe downstairs, great food. They're the best. We do the live pregame show from downstairs. Then we watch a game from downstairs as well.
And then you do the post-game hangout as well, right?
Yeah, we do the post-game up here, but we sit here throughout the rest of the show, just so then the people who work downstairs, sometimes we run late, they can go home.
Yep,
if we're
right.
That's totally fair.
Yes, we're live on the YouTube here, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. By the way, I just wanted to say my girlfriend was so pumped that I was going to be on this show today. Her whole office is watching right now.
All right.
She was very, very excited about this. So, Taylor,
That's awesome.
Yeah, she
Hi,
said
Taylor.
she would watch this show. It's her favorite show on the network. but it's her favorite show because she'll actually watch it because it's not just all about sports.
Okay,
So
that's great. And that is something like maybe a good reminder to those of you with the sauce. Like, yes, we are going to be talking sports. We got all the experts here at Oilersnation headquarters. We could bring them in and talk sports all day, but we do a mix of everything. And it's nice knowing that some people love that. It's nice. So thank you for having such a warm welcome with us. And we're so excited to hang out with you. I mean, this Saturday, we're going to be at the Dog Patch together watching some sports, some pregame stuff. So
another early start club game.
Another early starts club, baby. So where can people find you online specifically?
You can find me everywhere at The Real Holden 40. I went to high school in a baseball academy that all of us thought it would be funny if we all got The Real Blank as our name. So if you're following anybody named The Real Blank and they're not a celebrity, they're probably a baseball player. But The Real Holden 40.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in, and we'll have you back sometime soon for sure.
I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you too. Thank you so much.
It is awesome how I've felt with this team already. How
like
often,
the team here at Oilersnation?
Yeah, how often they plan to get together and have events where they all get together. It just really, I think, drives a community, and that's not just the people that work here.
No, it's the people in the chat that follow us on social, and you get in on our events and stuff. That's so much fun, and we haven't really gotten to do that yet. So we're excited to start joining with everyone.
To meet the citizens and see if the citizens and the saucers will clash. Maybe they'll fight like those with bobs and those with bangs from SNL this past weekend. I just watched SNL last night from this past weekend. It was so good.
Yeah. Some of the episodes are really good. Glenn Powell I saw somebody describe him perfectly. And it was when he was doing his opening monologue on SNL this past weekend. And they shared the video and they titled it, "Some People Were Just Made to Be Famous." And he's one of those people. He's so good at it.
So likable, too. Which I think it makes a huge difference. If you feel like the host is somebody you'd actually want to hang out with. Anyway, if you haven't and you haven't PVR'd or have access to it somewhere, highly recommend that.
I'm excited for December 20th because Cher is returning as the musical guest. And she hasn't been the musical guest on SNL in 38 years.
It's wild, hey?
And she's doing the episode with Ariana Grande as the host. So I wonder if they'll do a song together. That'd be awesome.
So back to doing cool events with the citizens, the nation's citizens, and with saucers and with the crew here. We do want to let you know about the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament.
Are we invited to that? I feel like we are.
I feel like it was thrown our way, and maybe we aren't good enough at responding to emails, but I definitely want to go. So if you're watching this right now and you're a decision maker around here, we're in. The Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament is back at the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge, January 23rd to 25th. We're talking 3 days, pure hockey paradise. Beautiful Lake Mildred is where the games are going to be, surrounded by your best crew and the Rockies. Truly an unforgettable few days, a 4-on-4 tournament, so get your crew together and get ready to have a good time. It's not just about the hockey. It's packed with live watch parties, off-ice events, activities for all ages, prizes, and maybe us as well.
Maybe Brett can bring Elton John.
Yeah.
I'm like shook to my core about that casual story.
Like, is there any other celebrity that if somebody dropped in that they're just a family friend, you'd be more surprised? Like, Elton John might be... Taylor Swift would be the only other celebrity I can think of that is like that big of a celebrity.
Everybody knows who Elton John is.
Like Lionel Messi, the soccer player, maybe if somebody's like, yeah, Messi's actually a family friend of mine, I'd be like, how does that happen?
Right.
But Elton John might be number one for that being a surprising stat.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even be surprised if he was like, oh, I'm like family friends with Connor McDavid. I'd be like, that makes sense. We're here in the city. Like
For
Elton
sure.
John.
I have a pair of his glasses.
The Rocket Man. I actually feel like my stat earlier said, what did I say? 6,000 artists? That might have been an exaggeration. But it was something along those lines. It was like either he's listened to 1,000 hours of music and 6,000 of the songs were new singers. I don't know. It was up there though. So pretty cool.
Should we get into recommend something?
Yeah,
Where
love
we
to. Recommend something. I have not put up any holiday lights yet, but when I do, I'm going to be that person that uses a remote control to turn on and off the exterior lights. I think there's apps that can do it now too. Because my whole life, I've been the person that goes outside into the cold and unplugs the lights every night. You don't have to do that anymore. It's
Right.
2025, almost 2026.
Uh-huh.
There are ways around it.
Use technology. Those lights that people get that are like just up all year round and
They
you
look
can turn
so
them to
good.
Christmas, they look amazing. And like, how many people fell off ladders or got in arguments or had like an electric zap while putting up lights? Like, it used to be a real issue in some households, I'm sure.
Now you have professionals that come, they put them up, they stay there year round. They don't look bad in
Right.
the off season because you can barely tell they're there.
Or you can like throw on orange and blue for game nights.
There's a house right beside the Oilersnation headquarters that has the orange and blue lights, and they look great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my recommend something is putting in the work, getting something that just makes it easier.
Yeah.
You can use a remote inside or an app. Look into it.
Leaning on technology for Christmas lights.
Yeah,
Good
you
one.
don't have to put on your slippers and go outside in the cold and unplug things anymore.
My recommendation is also having to do with holidays that are coming up. And the American Thanksgiving
It's
is
on the
way.
27th.
Yeah.
Next week.
That's right. Next Thursday is when it all kicks off. I'm always jealous because it's packed with food and there's like shopping. Black Friday deals are mixed in there.
Speaking of, by the way, that night is the same night that the Oilers do the autographs at the mall.
Okay.
So it's going to be crazy.
But the beer drinking, the football, it's just all a great holiday. So my recommendation is something I started doing a few years back is pretending that I have some American in my bloodstream. I'm like, yeah, I'm celebrating American Thanksgiving. My great uncle is
Friends with Elton John.
just, if you want turkey, have turkey next
Just-
weekend.
That's the beauty of being an adult. If
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I have to wait till my birthday to have cake. No, you don't.
Right. So even if you have like a Friendsgiving next
Do
weekend,
it. Make the viral, world-class warm potato salad.
Yep.
And get together with some loved ones. Watch some football.
pour some wine into another vessel that you then pour it into your glass with for no reason.
That's not for no reason. Doesn't it give it some
Yeah, I
air?
Yeah,
I don't know how it works. With wine, it makes me laugh when the servers come and they get me to test it because I don't know the difference between good wine and bad wine. And I'll always do the like swirl around in the sip. And I'm like,
Yeah, they could.
yeah, no, that's good.
They could
Just dump
serve
it in.
you like vinegary expired wine, and you'd be like, "Yeah, that's."
No, they could serve me oil and vinegar that they serve with the bread. And I'd be like, yep.
For somebody that doesn't drink wine very often, I do find it interesting that sometimes you'll go that route at Rogers Place when you go to a game.
The only reason I drink wine at the game is it's a better bang for your buck. Just with the prices of the beers.
Oh.
I'm like, do I want to have something that is a certain percentage of water?
Okay.
Or do I want to go with something that is just
So
cougar juice?
You can have two and your knees just get warm.
Yeah, I like have wine mouth. If you ever see me at an Oilers game and I have wine mouth,
That's what's up.
My apologies.
She's saving money. She's being fiscally responsible.
that's another round of recommend something where we recommend something.
That
Wait,
was
we
a
got
two. That was a 2-for-1.
Reese has a good one today.
Yeah,
Reese, get in on this.
get
What's
in
going on?
it.
I do have a recommendation today, and it's kind of one that I was already saying before, but the new season of Stranger Things comes out on the 26th.
All right.
So if you want to cruise through, me and my girlfriend just finished it. If you wanna-
And
just as good as the first time watching it.
Okay, so this is gonna be season 5.
Yeah, 5.
isn't it going to be weird how Millie Bobby Brown is a mother now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she's literally gotten married and had kids since the first season.
In the first season, she was like 13.
She was a child. She was
Yeah.
11. Because wasn't that her name because of her age? I don't remember.
Well,
it was so long ago.
Yeah. Okay, so she was young.
I loved making up facts in case
You
anyone
do.
hasn't noticed.
It's like people are gonna correct you on this all day.
I am also an episode of Bamboozled 24/7. All right.
My daughter said she got a little lost on Stranger Things season 2. She said season 1 was great. Season
Okay.
2 she didn't love, but her friends recommended just diving into season 3, saying it was the best season, and so she's doing that in preparation for the new season when it drops.
What about the
November
character
26th.
development in the first and the second?
Well, she watched the first. It's just
Oh.
the second, I guess, is a season you can skip over if if you want to.
Thank you for that extra recommend something.
Wow, we've just been recommending like crazy around here.
We need to get to our bets.
Yes, we do.
This segment brought to you by Sports Interaction, Sportsbook, and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck drop to overtime, bet with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. 19 plus, please play responsibly. I'm making mine short and sweet today. An Oilers win, let's hope. But I'm also going to put in anytime goal scorer Noah Philp. He impressed me a couple times. I haven't seen anything since, but I'm just like, but what if? So I think I could win pretty big with this one. I bet $5. I could get myself 65.
I like how you get hyper focused on players for like 2 or 3 games with your bets, and then you just drop them forever.
Yep.
Like you were just all in on Boosh bombs at the start of the year, and
That's
then
correct.
Done. That's it for him.
He had, I think the one time that I did bet on him getting a goal, he had one Boosh bomb and it didn't go in. So I was like, all right, that's enough. I'm moving on to Philp.
I'm going to go with just a straight up. I'm not overly confident in a win tonight. I would love to see one.
So you didn't even bet on them winning?
No, I just bet on Trent Frederick to score because the odds were pretty good.
Philp is out of the lineup tonight. This is the second time this has happened to me. The last time I bet on an anytime goal scorer, or it was first time goal scorer, it was Nuge.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm getting my $5 back again, winning.
Doesn't that kind of feel like you're winning though?
Literally,
when, like, you get to see like an increase in your account.
I just assumed I was going to be $5 out. Now I just get it back again.
Yeah, everybody hitting us up, letting us know Philp is in fact out.
Why didn't we bug Brett when he was in here talking about the lineup
On
tonight?
who he would have bet. Yeah. Oh, I'm going with Trent Frederick. I just think he's due. He's got something to prove right now. Eventually, he's got to get on a bit of a hot streak.
Mm-hmm.
So if he does score tonight, I'm also going to bet him next game. Just because once the wheels are going. You know what I mean?
Unless he's out of the lineup.
Unless
I think that's just a Lisa curse, though. I need to stop betting on players on getting a score or getting a goal because then they're just out. And we love these guys. I need to just give up on that. Okay, perfect. All right, every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Get in on the action with parlay boosts, live betting, and easy deposits and payouts. Bet now at sportsinteraction.com/Oilersnation. Just don't bet on Philp getting a goal tonight. 19 plus, please play responsibly.
Should we get into what we learned today to finish up the show?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I learned that it's...
No. We have an intro for it.
It wasn't all that much, but let's recap anyway. Now it's time to hear what we learned today. It wasn't very much, but let's recap anyway.
All right, I learned that when I don't wear a hat, that I might have to start putting some powder on my head.
Oh, we actually were told that when we started here.
No, I wasn't listening.
One of our bosses was like, you're going to have to powder your head.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all these young guys that work here all have full heads of hair like for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Just you wait.
And I looked over a couple times. I'm like, I need to powder my head.
Yeah,
if I'm
it's a
not
little
gonna wear
shiny.
hat.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
You live, you learn. Except for me, because I keep screwing up every single episode. And this is week 3. Congrats.
Yeah, I wonder if I can... Are you comfortable if you're going to a segment that I know has an intro? If I can just go like this while you're introducing?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Or like cover my mouth completely. Is that rude?
Just pick up your mic and move it. All right.
I learned today that it's really cool to slide in something like Elton John is a family friend and then move on and not explain it.
Okay, you like the swag of that.
I like the swag of not even expecting us to ask.
Ooh.
Like he just moved on and it was out of his head.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to start doing that. Like when I brag about how I have a lead role in the movie Snow Day, I'm just going to say it, but then not give any more context after that.
Yeah, even though you were in it for like 6 seconds.
But they don't have to know that.
Right. Okay.
Because I don't even allow a follow-up question.
I like it too. Good lesson.
Thank
Reece,
you.
you learn anything important today?
There's a pickle event coming to Edmonton.
Yes. October 17th, 2026. So those of you that love your pickles.
Pickle Fest. Have you tried the triple pickle McCrispy yet?
Wow, you nailed that.
Yeah, I've been practicing.
Nice. No, my mom did though and said it was really good.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might have to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, support Pickle Fest coming to Edmonton in 2026. Also, the World Juniors coming. That was just announced yesterday. And apparently there's a big concert announcement today. Do we have any?
I feel like
word
somebody
on
in the
that?
chat said, who else is excited for Dave Chappelle? Maybe it's like a comedy thing?
Oh.
I don't know if that... Yep, I think that's it. Dave Chappelle, December 3rd, Edmonton, Rogers Place.
December 3rd. That is a quick turnaround
That's like
to be able to sell
tomorrow.
that many tickets.
But I think he can sell it out, so that's pretty exciting for Edmonton.
Hell yeah.
That's so fun.
So probably pre-sale the way this usually works.
Mhm.
Pre-sale will be tomorrow and then general admission sale on Friday at 10 a.m.
You got that
I
right.
think that's how it normally works. So Dave Chappelle coming to town. Cool.
Pretty awesome. Anyway, thank you for watching The Sauce here in the Sports Interaction studio. Make sure you're liking this video.
And tell a friend about it.
Tell
if
a
you like the show
friend.
and you think they might like it.
Also, we have a mug that we're giving away right now. If you go to speakpipe.com/Ryder and Lisa and say, hey, I'm blank, listening from blank, and I'm on The Sauce with Ryder and Lisa, you'll be entered to win a mug. So get that. Do that. And don't forget to stop, drop, and roll. Bye.
So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like it, hype it, and share it with your friends.
And to not miss any of our content, make sure you're subscribing to the Oilersnation YouTube channel. Freaking nailed it.